sleep. I am young Homer, here to guide you further into the rise and fall of Zeus. Tonight, we continue Series 10, The Fall of Zeus, End of the Reign and Legacy, with Episode 86, Hercules Ascends. A mortal becomes a god. In this tale, we witness the ascension of Hercules, the son of Zeus, whose mortal trials have brought him honor and respect among both men and gods. After a life of courage, strength, and sacrifice, Hercules is granted a place among the immortals. As Zeus sees his mortal son welcomed onto Olympus, he understands that his legacy will live on through the strength of his children. This is a story of redemption and immortality, a passing of the torch from one era to the next, as the power of Zeus's lineage ensures his story will echo through time. As we enter this tale of legacy and new beginnings, allow yourself to settle deeply into the warmth of your bed, feeling safe, grounded, and fully supported. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm fill your chest, steady and sure, like the quiet strength of Hercules himself. As you exhale, release any remaining tension, allowing your body to grow heavy, sinking into stillness and peace. This is your time to let go, to rest, and to find ease. Now focus on the gentle rhythm of your breath, each inhale and exhale like the steady beat of footsteps climbing to the heights of Olympus. Take a slightly deeper breath in, filling yourself with calm, and hold it softly for a moment. Then, as you exhale, feel any tightness dissolve, leaving only warmth and tranquility. One more time. Breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, feel yourself sinking further, calm and serene. Now, let's guide each part of the body to soften, inviting rest with every breath. Start with your forehead, allowing it to relax completely as you exhale. Move to your jaw, releasing any tightness, letting it rest softly. Now bring awareness to your shoulders. Inhale deeply, then let them fall, as though lifting the weight of past struggles from your spirit. Allow your arms and hands to grow heavy, resting peacefully by your sides. Notice the steady rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, releasing any last bits of tension, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink deeper into the bed, fully supported and relaxed. And finally, bring attention to your calves, feet, and toes, allowing them to release completely, grounded and calm. Now imagine yourself on the slopes of Olympus at twilight, where the air is calm and the stars begin to shine softly. In the distance, you see Hercules, his figure strong and steady, ascending toward the realm of the gods. Zeus stands nearby, his gaze filled with pride and peace, knowing that his legacy lives on in this son whose journey has brought him here. Hercules steps onto Olympus, his mortal trials complete, now embraced by the immortals and woven into the tapestry of legend. With each breath, feel yourself surrounded by the calm strength of this moment, as though you too walk the path of heroes and become part of a legacy that endures. Inhale deeply, letting the calm and honor of the scene fill you, and exhale, feeling grounded, steady, and fully at ease. With your body relaxed and your mind open, allow the story to carry you into this world of courage, honor, and timeless strength, where legends are born and live forever. Take one last deep breath in and let it out softly. Now, let us begin. Throughout his life, Hercules was celebrated as a mortal of unmatched strength and bravery, son of Zeus and the mortal Alcmene. He had endured trials that pushed him beyond the limits of ordinary men. His famed 12 labors, each more impossible than the last, became a testament to human resilience and courage, his deeds retold in every corner of Greece. Mortals revered him as a champion who had faced monstrous foes and navigated the wrath of Hera, emerging triumphant against odds that even gods would hesitate to face. Hercules represented more than mere strength. He embodied human determination, the will to overcome suffering and misfortune. Mortals saw in him a hero who endured as they did, one who suffered, struggled, and triumphed through sheer will and perseverance. His story was one of triumph against adversity, a reminder that even those born in humble circumstances could achieve greatness. With each labor, Hercules carved out a place in mortal memory that rivaled the gods' own tales. The people saw in him a new kind of hero, one who understood their struggles and did not rely solely on divine power. His life was an inspiration, a bridge between humanity and Olympus, a symbol of what mortals could achieve even without the constant favor of the gods. Hercules' legacy among men was profound, his name echoing through generations as both mortal and divine. For much of his life, Hera had been Hercules' fiercest adversary, her jealousy toward Zeus's mortal offspring fueling trials and torments meant to break him. But even Hera, seeing his resilience and the loyalty he inspired in mortals, began to recognize his worth. After his death, as Hercules' spirit prepared to ascend to the afterlife, Hera devised one final test, a trial of character to determine whether he was truly worthy of Olympus. In this trial, Hera confronted Hercules with visions of his past, the labors, the losses, the moments of weakness and doubt. She showed him the lives of those who had suffered due to his actions, forcing him to reckon with the consequences of his strength and fury. Hercules was forced to confront the darker side of his heroism, the unintended harm that his power had sometimes brought to those around him. It was a painful test, a mirror held held up to his own flaws. But Hercules faced Hera's test with humility, acknowledging his faults and the lessons he had learned through each labor. Unlike the other gods, he accepted his limitations and embraced the consequences of his choices. This display of humility and accountability convinced Hera that he was different from the other gods, that he was a mortal who had earned his place on Olympus not through birthright, but through merit and growth. In this final trial, Hera's enmity transformed into reluctant respect, paving the way for Hercules' ascension to godhood. Zeus had watched Hercules' life unfold with a mixture of pride and sorrow. He had intervened on occasion, offering subtle guidance, but ultimately allowed Hercules to navigate his path largely on his own. To Zeus, Hercules was more than a son. He was a symbol of the union between mortal and divine, a reminder of the potential within humanity to rise above their circumstances. When Hera finally granted Hercules her approval, Zeus felt a bittersweet pride. His son had endured trials greater than those faced by most gods, had suffered and overcome challenges that even divine beings could not endure. Hercules' ascension was not just a victory for Zeus, it was the fulfillment of a promise that mortals too could achieve greatness that rivaled the gods. In welcoming Hercules to Olympus, Zeus understood the significance of this moment. This was not just the elevation of a hero, it was the bridge between worlds, a final gesture to humanity that the gods recognized their strength, courage, and resilience. Hercules' ascension was a moment of triumph for Zeus, a legacy that would endure even as Olympus continued to fade from mortal worship. For Zeus, Hercules' place on Olympus was a testament to the strength of the mortal spirit, a connection between two worlds he could not ignore. Hercules' ascension to Olympus was a celebration that echoed through the heavens. The gods, some who had once seen him as a mere mortal, now welcomed him as one of their own. Apollo, god of light and prophecy, praised Hercules' journey, recognizing the strength that had allowed him to transcend his human limitations. Athena, goddess of wisdom, admired his courage and humility, virtues she valued even more than his strength. As Hercules took his place among the gods, he became the patron of heroes, the symbol of human resilience, and the protector of those who faced insurmountable odds. His presence on Olympus was different from that of the other gods. He remained close to humanity, visiting the mortal realm often, offering guidance and protection to those who needed it. Hercules never forgot his roots, never let go of the empathy he held for mortals, understanding their pain, their joy, and their struggles. To mortals, Hercules became a bridge to Olympus, a reminder that even the divine recognized human strength. He was worshipped not out of fear, but out of admiration and hope. his temples filled with offerings from those who sought to emulate his resilience and courage. Hercules' ascension marked the first time a mortal was truly honored among the gods, a hero who walked both worlds and held both humanity and divinity within him. Hercules' presence on Olympus was a transformative force. Unlike the other gods, he did not wield power with dominance. Instead, he used his strength to protect and uplift. He encouraged the gods to view mortals with compassion, reminding them that heroism was born from struggle, resilience, and humility. To Olympus, he brought a perspective grounded in the mortal experience, one that championed perseverance over pride and humility over power. Through Hercules, the gods began to see humanity in a new light, understanding that the mortal realm held a unique strength, one forged not from divinity, but from courage and endurance. His presence inspired the gods to reflect on their own roles and the legacy they would leave behind. Hercules, the mortal-turned-god, became a symbol of unity, a reminder that the divine and mortal worlds were forever intertwined, each holding its own form of strength and beauty. Hercules' legacy endured not as a conqueror, but as a protector, a god who understood the fragility and strength of life. He became a beloved figure on Olympus and in the mortal realm, a symbol that defied the boundaries between human and divine, standing as proof that greatness lay within every soul, mortal or immortal. Hercules' place on Olympus changed the landscape of the divine, a reminder that the greatest power often lay in humility and compassion. As Zeus observed Hercules' presence on Olympus, he saw in his son a new hope for the legacy of the gods. Hercules' life and ascension represented the evolution of Olympus itself, a place once ruled by fear and power, now softened by the compassion and resilience of a mortal-born god. Zeus felt pride, not in his own achievements, but in what Hercules had become, a symbol of unity, a bridge that had redefined what it meant to be divine. In Hercules, Zeus saw the future of Olympus, a realm where gods and mortals were not separate, but bound by shared struggles, triumphs, and values. The impact of Hercules' life was profound, reminding the gods of their duty to protect and inspire rather than dominate and control. His ascension marked the beginning of a new era on Olympus, one where compassion held as much weight as power. With a sense of quiet satisfaction, Zeus accepted that Hercules' legacy would endure far beyond his own, a legacy that would be remembered in both divine and mortal realms, inspiring generations to come. His son's journey was a testament to the potential of humanity, a promise that the gods' influence would live on, not in temples or fear, but in the values that Hercules had come to represent. Zeus's reflection was bittersweet, knowing that Hercules' legacy was the final great chapter of Olympus's influence on the mortal world. In both realms, the name of Hercules echoed with reverence. For mortals, he was the champion of the common man, a god who had once walked among them and understood their struggles. For the gods, He was a reminder of humility, resilience, and the enduring bond between Olympus and humanity. Hercules' legacy as both hero and god became a bridge that would carry the spirit of Olympus into the future, even as the gods faded from direct influence. His temples were filled not with offerings of fear, but with tributes of admiration and gratitude. Mortals sought his blessing not to gain favor, but to find strength within themselves, inspired by his life and his ascension. Hercules was worshipped not just as a god, but as a symbol of what humanity could achieve, a beacon of courage and resilience that defied the boundaries between divine and mortal. On Olympus, Hercules remained a constant reminder of what the gods could strive to be: compassionate, understanding, and close to those they ruled. His legacy was not just a bridge. It was the embodiment of the values that would define the memory of Olympus in the minds and hearts of mortals for ages to come. Hercules' influence ensured that the memory of Olympus would live on, not as a place of fear, but as a realm of inspiration and strength. But as Hercules brings a new hope to Olympus, the gods themselves face a final decision. Join us in the next episode as the Olympian Council disbands, each god contemplating their place in a world where they are no longer needed. Discover how the final gathering of the gods would mark the end of an era and the closing chapter of Olympus's reign. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story together.